香港迪士尼樂園度假區嘅業績發佈將於幾分鐘後開始，敬請稍後。
各位傳媒朋友，大家好！香港迪士尼樂園度假區的業績發布將於幾分鐘後開始，敬請稍後。
Good afternoon, media friends, and welcome. The annual business review for Hong Kong Disneyland Resort will begin in just a few minutes. Please stand by.
咁多位大家好，歡迎出席香港迪士尼樂園度假區嘅2023財政年度業績發佈。而家有請香港迪士尼樂園度假區傳訊及公共事務總監黃婉君 Lana。
各位大家好，歡迎出席香港迪士尼樂園度假區的2023財政年度業績發布。現在有請香港迪士尼樂園度假區傳訊及公共事務總監黃婉君 Lana。
Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Fiscal Year 2023 Annual Business Review. And now, please welcome Director, Communications and Public Affairs, Hong Kong Disneyland Resort, Lana Wong.
各位傳媒朋友，大家好，我係 Lana， 歡迎大家嚟到今日嘅記者會。我哋嘅行政總裁郝偉霆 Michael 會同大家講解度假區嘅業績同最新嘅發展。而家首先有請 Michael， 有請 Michael。商品俾大家影一影相。Michael 先望一望中間咧 ，Michael please take a look at the camera in the middle。跟住望下你嘅左手邊啦 ，please look at the left-hand side。跟住請望一望你嘅右手邊 ，please look at your right-hand side please。跟住我哋俾後排嘅電視台同埋其他媒體嘅攝影師影一影啊，唔該。Michael please stay and look at the camera at the back。再望一望前面嘅 ，please look at the camera in the middle。唔該曬咁多位，請各位就座。Michael, please come up to the stage.
Well, hello everyone, and welcome to the Hong Kong Disneyland Resort.
相信大家都知道，全球首個同最大型嘅魔術奇緣世界，舊年11月喺我哋度假區隆重登場，正係全球焦點。Michael, we're glad to have some special guests from Arendelle, right?
That's right. So everyone, please welcome all the way from Arendelle, Queen Anna and Elsa. Hello, Queen Anna, Elsa. It is so nice to see you again, and thanks for coming all the way here to visit us.
Oh, hello! It is our pleasure to see you again too, Michael. Hello, everyone.
Well, I know that Arendelle has been so busy, as everyone has seen lots of visitors coming from all around the world.
Yes, that's right. It has been wonderful welcoming so many new friends to Arendelle.
We are also celebrating Queen Anna's birthday. Anna has been having so much fun playing some of our favorite family games with all of our new friends in Arendelle.
Well, that does sound fun, and I'd love to join you.
Well, speaking of friends, Michael, we actually have somebody who wanted to say hello. Hi, Mossy.
Hello, Michael. It's so nice to see you again.
Hello.
Well, hello. It's so nice to see you, Mossy. Hello, Mossy.
Ooh, look.
Well, I'm sure our friends are happy to see you here.
Yes.
Oh, Mossy.
Let's want to be friends.
Well, that is so sweet. Hey, since we're all here, why don't we get a photo together?
Yes.
好啊，而家有請 Michael 同幾位領中介合照啦。請先望下中間嘅攝影師
Smile.
The very next middle. Okay, 跟住望下左手邊 please look at your left hand side.
Say Mossy.
Mossy.
之後望下你右手邊嘅 your right hand side.
Smile like me.
Please look at the camera in the middle first. Again.
You make me happy.
Oh, Mossy.
We're friends now. Thank you.
Well, thank you, everyone, for joining. Happy birthday, Queen Anna. I'll see you again in Arendelle soon, I promise.
And thank you for inviting us, Michael.
Yes, we'll see you again very soon. Goodbye, everyone.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Elsa, Anna 同埋好可愛嘅 Mossy。好啦，我哋遲啲喺樂園再見。好，拜拜。跟住落嚟，我哋有請 Michael 同大家介紹度假區嘅最新嘅業績啦，同埋嗰個發展嘅。有請 Michael。
Wow. That's Ilana. Hello, everyone. Good afternoon and welcome. We are so pleased that you can join us here today. Since we met last year, a lot has changed. Most notably, Hong Kong has fully reopened to the world, and when the masks came off, our business took off. It is because of this accelerated growth that I'm excited to share with you the improvements in our business during the previous financial year and the resort's latest developments. Now, there is no question that COVID has had a negative impact on the tourism industry over the past few years, and Hong Kong's recovery has been a little bit slower than other markets. But we have navigated these challenges and seized these opportunities and made significant strides forward. During this time, Hong Kong Disneyland Resort has firmly established itself as a driver and contributor to Hong Kong's economy and community through its ongoing investment in bespoke attractions, experiences, and storytelling, as well as its corporate citizenship initiatives. We've created a unique world-class destination in the Greater Bay Area for our guests in Hong Kong and the region who have embraced Disney in their own way. Now, we have enjoyed a significant financial improvement as well. In today's update, I want to highlight several key financial milestones, our financial achievements during the last fiscal year, and our strategic initiatives going forward. So, to start, I have some great news to share, something that makes me and the whole Hong Kong Disneyland team very proud. During calendar year 2023, Hong Kong Disneyland turned profitable. Not only have we emerged from COVID triumphant, but we have turned the corner financially. We have entered a new era for Hong Kong Disneyland, and I am extremely proud of all that we have accomplished in the lead up to our 20th anniversary, achieving profitability in calendar year 23, and our rebound in visitors outpacing the overall Hong Kong tourism market. We've also grown our cash base and improved our overall guest experience. Now, as I mentioned, we began to see a quick recovery as soon as travel restrictions were lifted. Our guests turned with a newfound excitement, and our business momentum has been positive ever since. Now, while local attendance remains strong, all the unique offerings and strategies that we put in place during COVID have given our boost to our non-local attendance. Now, behind me, you can see the orange line shows Hong Kong Disneyland's rebound in non-local attendance, while the green line represents the total visitor arrivals to Hong Kong as compared to 2018 levels. Now, what you can do is see that since March 2023, we have enjoyed accelerated recovery, that our overall recovery remains well above the market, even before the launch of World of Frozen and throughout 2023. Now, the World of Frozen, without a doubt, has further supported our success, and the love of the Frozen franchises around the world and in Asia has kept our momentum growing even higher. And the strong momentum continues. The first quarter of 2024 was our most successful quarter ever, achieving record levels of revenue, EBITDA, and net income. Now, these records are not just the result of one thing, however. They are the result of our continued focus on creating the best place to work for our amazing cast members and the power of the Disney brand and franchises, which all come together to provide an amazing experience and creating lasting memories for our guests. Now, through a series of record-breaking achievements fueled by creativity and innovation, including our new signature offerings, the reimagined Castle of Magical Dreams, our nighttime spectacular Momentous, and most recently, the World of Frozen, we have become a draw card for Hong Kong tourists. According to the Hong Kong Tourism Board survey, Hong Kong Disneyland Resort is the #1 paid attraction in Hong Kong among overnight visitors, and the third overall tourist destination, only behind TST and the Peak in 2023. Also, according to the same survey, our visitors to Hong Kong Disneyland, 52% of them said that Hong Kong Disneyland was the only reason that they came to Hong Kong. Now, we are more than just a driver for tourism. We are a major economic driver, job creator, and a part of the social fabric of Hong Kong. In terms of economic impact over the past 18 years, the total direct and indirect value generated by Hong Kong Disneyland amounted to nearly $130 billion. In terms of job creation, the resort has created over 290,000 jobs cumulatively. And as of right now, we have over 9,000 cast members. We are a part of the community we live and work in by collaborating with NGOs to make a difference right here. Our Disney volunteers have contributed nearly 120,000 hours, delivering happiness, comfort, and support to the community. And last year, we provided more than 100,000 complimentary theme park tickets to underserved communities. Now, I want to share a little bit more about last year's fiscal year's performance. In fiscal 23, Hong Kong Disneyland delivered solid financial performance across the board with strong growth compared to prior year, despite the lingering effects of the pandemic. Local guest affinity for the resort continued to grow, with fiscal 23 turning in historic high local attendance, including record attendance among young adults and youth coming through the Disney Youth Program. Our total attendance for the year grew 87% to 6.4 million, and our hotel utilization for the year was 77%. We saw a strong rebound among our non-local guests, particularly those from the mainland, in the second half of the year. And in 2023, the resort welcomed its 100 millionth guest since opening. Our guest spending has significantly improved with an in-park spending growth of 54% compared to prior year. We also posted double-digit growth in guest spending when compared to pre-COVID levels. Now, this growth is truly remarkable and driven by our strategies developed over the past few years, bringing elegant and sophisticated products to our guests, elevating and completing their experience. Our guests are spending more, and the vast majority, over 90%, are saying that Disney experience is a good value for money. So despite the impact of the pandemic during fiscal 23, our revenue grew 156% to $5.7 billion. EBITDA improved 207% to $924 million, and we closed the gap on the net loss by 83% to $356 million. Now, as I mentioned before, we were profitable during calendar 2023. And this chart shows you that the fiscal year is really a story about pre-COVID and post-COVID. You can see that we turned it around and became profitable in the second half of the year, which is from April to September. And as I mentioned to you before, Q1 of fiscal 24 was a record quarter, and the launch of the world's first and largest World of Frozen has continued to fuel our positive business momentum and profitability. In addition to profitability, another key milestone is that the resort has fully repaid the revolving facility funded by the Walt Disney Company in December and has not drawn on it since. It is incredibly humbling to look back on the many accomplishments in the past year, which can only be credited to our exceptionally talented and hardworking team here at the resort. Their tireless dedication has made all of this possible. So how else did we win? As soon as travel resumed, we were proactive and among the first to go back to the markets to generate excitement. We quickly launched extensive marketing and sales campaigns and reignited visit intent among inbound guests. We hosted the Mainland China Travel Trade Summit in March 2023, showing top trade partners that Hong Kong Disneyland is a must-see experience. We even held our first ever on-site live streaming event, which was viewed by over 1 million people in the first 4 hours. We have continuously invested in the unique to Hong Kong experiences that only Disney can create. Even during the pandemic, we continued to expand with attractions like Ant-Man and the Wasp, the reimagined Castle of Magical Dreams, the Castle Daytime Show Follow Your Dreams, the Nighttime Spectacular Momentous, and of course, the World of Frozen. All of these offerings have kept us ahead of the competition, elevated our park experience, and made us attractive to guests from all over the world. We also joined forces with local art and cultural groups, bringing the best of Disney and local talent together for our guests. Now, these shows enhance both the overall park experience, but enhance the brand image for both of us. We have established a new Christmas holiday tradition in recent years with Disney's Live and Concert series, and for the first time we collaborated with the world-famous pianist Long Long in January for an exclusive show in front of our beautiful castle. Now, as we emerge from COVID, we have seen guest preferences shifting more towards experiential tourism, and that is exactly what Hong Kong Disneyland is the best at providing. Our strength lies in offering unique, elegant, sophisticated experiences for our guests. And we've leveraged popular, recognizable Disney franchises such as Mickey and Friends, Duffy and Friends, Marvel, superheroes, Disney villains, Pixar, and more for our seasonal offerings during Chinese New Year, spring, summer, Halloween, and Christmas. Our trend-setting merchandise is universally loved, and recent crossovers with premium brands like Fundamental and Godiva have brought exclusive products and a new buzz to our Disney fans. With our entertainment offerings, the camera always eats first. Our character dining, character dim sum, and food and beverage products make dining an integral part of the overall guest experience. Our merchandise, food and beverage, and Disney Premier Access, which has become a fan favorite among our tourists, has been well received and contributed toward record per capita spending. While we work hard to make the best experiences to our guests, the resort is equally dedicated to supporting the community and doing its part to make Hong Kong a better place. So let's take a look at some of the most memorable moments we've shared with our community last year. Once free of the COVID restrictions, we resumed large-scale community service programs. The resort joined hands with local hospitals, bringing hope and happiness to young patients with a Disney touch. We set up Disney mobile movie theaters, bringing Disney Plus content to the Hong Kong Children's Hospital and the United Christian Hospital. We also continued our long-standing support of Make-A-Wish Hong Kong to grant life-changing wishes for children with critical illnesses. Since we started in 2008, we've granted more than 300 wishes. Now, creativity and innovation continue to be a cornerstone of all we do at Disney. As part of our commitment to nurture talent, our signature annual design competition, the Disney Imaginations Design Competition, was extended to the Greater Bay Area this year. We also championed sports development by rolling out youth sports training initiatives and supporting these people in need. Inclusion is always is a value that goes back to Walt Disney's core philosophy when he first dreamed up the idea for Disneyland. As champions of that vision, we worked with NGOs to bring sign language and theatrical interpretation into our highly popular shows, such as Let's Get Wicked and Mickey's Wondrous Book. Environmental conservation is also a part of the way we work. Hong Kong Disneyland Resort is already home to the largest single solar panel site in Hong Kong, and we continue to grow. All of this, the milestones, the achievements, the community work cannot happen without the support of our amazing cast. Since opening in 2005, we've remained one of Hong Kong's largest employers in the tourism and entertainment industry. In fact, more than 2,000 cast members, or about 1/3 of them, have been with us for more than 10 years. In March, we held our first ever service celebration to recognize these cast members. And to show our appreciation, we prepared a custom designed drone show over the castle that night. We feel very lucky to work with the best team in the business and to create magical moments like these for our guests and each other every day. With all the amazing achievements in the past fiscal year, we're even more excited as we look ahead. We continue to reinvent ourselves, giving guests reasons to come back throughout the year. We keep the magic going nonstop all year round. World of Frozen represents our finest example of storytelling that only Disney is known for. It is rich with captivating stories, state-of-the-art technology, beloved characters like Anna and Elsa and Olaf, and of course, enchanting music and the stunning landscapes. It brings to life an immersive experience that has been delighting guests from around the world. We are so excited about the world of Frozen and want you to take a look for yourself.
And we definitely could not have dreamt that one day we would have the opportunity to walk through and truly experience the kingdom of Arendelle.
The Frozen franchise is one of the most successful in Disney history, and it's a testament to the power of great storytelling, which is the foundation of the Walt Disney Company.
World of Frozen represents Hong Kong Disneyland's largest and boldest expansion since the park opened in 2005.
現在請歡迎財政司司長陳茂波先生致辭。
I'm confident that the opening of the world of Frozen is a defining moment to elevate Hong Kong Disneyland to a whole new level and to attract more tourists to embark on journey to Hong Kong.
Like never before.
I think all of you have seen our World of Frozen content dominating social media everywhere. And I'm also glad that it's made its way onto Disney Plus with a short movie that takes viewers behind the scenes of the world's first and largest Frozen themed land with never before seen footage and interviews. You can also check out the beloved K-pop star Taeyeon's journey through Arendelle on Disney Plus. These two exclusive programs leverage the wide Disney Plus viewership in our target markets across Asia to promote the world of Frozen right here in Hong Kong. Ahead of the opening, we ignited Frozen fever around the world, visiting key markets to generate buzz. This one right here in Thailand is one of the many mall activations we did where guests can meet Olaf. It was an incredible tour where we made many new friends, all of them worth melting for. I know. Our strategic approach has been very successful and continues to drive tourism to Hong Kong. Our year-round seasonal events, including Chinese New Year, spring, summer, Halloween, and Christmas, leverage iconic Disney franchises and stories, consistently providing guests with a different experience each time they visit throughout the year. For example, most recently we launched Duffy and Friends Playdays from March to June. And for superhero fans, guests will find the Marvel Season of Superheroes from April to June. This summer's Pixar event comes just in time for the arrival of Inside Out 2 on the big screens. Now, Inside Out 2 is already the biggest box office opening in the year in North America and the biggest global animated box office opening of all time. And of course, there will be a huge Christmas and Halloween special event, and we look forward to celebrating the Year of the Snake with you. Finally, we're proud to say that the most magical run in town, the Disney 10K weekend, is back, returning in November, where guests will be able to run through the Kingdom of Arendelle for the first time. I cannot wait to see all the creative looks that our guests come up with. So I want to end by saying thank you very much for supporting us through the years. As we celebrate our 20th anniversary next year, stay tuned for more thrilling updates and offerings to come. So that concludes my update for today. I'll pass it back to Lana for question and answer.
係唔該晒 Michael， 跟住落嚟係傳媒提問嘅環節。咁想提問嘅朋友就請你舉手示意，我哋有同事俾咪你。咁麻煩發問前咧講一講你所屬嘅媒體啦，同埋你嘅名啦。每位最多問3條問題，咁可以用英文、廣東話或者係普通話發問嘅。呢度係中間有位朋友。
Hello， 我經濟部嘅，想問下上年度咧就話，即係香港迪士尼未俾嗰個專利權費用同埋管理費用俾華特迪士尼嘅， 咁就想問下今年係咪已經俾翻啦，同埋嗰個今年呢兩個費用嗰個金額係幾多咧？同埋想問下，即係有啲旅遊業界就希望迪士尼郵輪可以嚟香港推出啲行程啦，咁就想問下迪士尼有冇呢個打算咧？同埋
或者問住兩條問題先好嘛？好we've got questions from Hong Kong Economic Times. In the previous fiscal year, there's a waiver of the royalties and the management fees, and in the past fiscal year, has the company pay the royalties and management fees? The second question, and how much that is. And the second question is that there have been calls in the tourism industry asking if the Disney cruise can also set sail to Hong Kong. And is there any plan or such, for the Disney company?
Well, first of all, you might recall that the Walt Disney Company put forward a revolver facility that we were able to use during the tough times during COVID. As I mentioned during the presentation, we paid all of that back by December of last year. The other thing that the Disney company did was they allowed the management company to defer the royalties to save cash, and that has also been paid back in full. And so I'm very happy with the way we have really turned the corner financially, and the fact that we're positive net income during calendar 23. Now, as it relates to the cruise line, I am very excited that we have another Disney product creating Disney fans in the region. As it relates to the itineraries of that trip, I do not know. But what I do know is that the more Disney in the area, the better. And I think we've seen that. And I'm really excited about the cruise line coming to Southeast Asia.
Yes, thank you. And any questions? 呢度最後排有一位記者朋友，右面嗰個先啦，唔該晒。
LTV 嘅，第一條就想問下迪士尼連續9年嘅虧損啦，預期幾時先可以轉虧為盈？咁第二條問題就係見到2024年嘅業績都唔錯嘅，會唔會考慮票價上會有加價咧？唔該。
Here are the questions from Now TV, and there have been 9 years of losses, and when do you expect the company to turn around the business in a fiscal year? And since you've got better financial performance, do you have any plans to increase the ticket prices?
Well, as I mentioned earlier, we turned profitable in 2023, and we're not looking back. I think we're very excited about where we are right now. We're on strong financial footing, and we continue. And this is all during a time where Hong Kong has not fully recovered in tourism yet. And so I think we've got a lot of tailwind behind us, and we're very optimistic and confident about the future. And the strategies that the team has put in place, I think they've proven that they work. In that we are outpacing the recovery of the market right now. As it relates to pricing, you might have noticed that during COVID, we implemented a tiered pricing structure. Even during COVID, we're always looking at market conditions to make sure that we're making the best and most prudent decision for the business going forward. And we're going to continue to do that, but nothing to communicate right now.
嗰位嘅朋友先係最後排左邊係啦，唔該晒。
香港電台都想請教一下咧，即係見證虧損就大幅收窄啦，可唔可以都簡單講下主要基於邊幾方面嘅原因咧？同埋有冇信心咧喺新嘅財政年度咧，直情係轉虧為盈咧？另一個問題就係見入場人次咧，最新嗰個數字都顯示增長有成87%啦，可唔可以都同我哋講下係主要嚟自邊啲年市場嘅旅客？唔該。
We've got the questions from RTHK. First of all, we've seen that the loss has significantly been reduced. And can you share the reasons for that? The other question is that for fiscal year 24, do you expect the company can turn profitable? The last question is that you have got 87% increase in attendance. Can you tell which markets the guests are coming from?
Well, let me just reiterate. During calendar year 23, we are already profitable, and we believe that we're not looking back. We've had a record Q1, and the momentum continues to be strong in 2024. So when we look at the fiscal year, I think you have to really look at it in two ways. There's a lot of old news in there with COVID, and our losses that we suffered as a result of COVID are very similar to those during the previous years during COVID that everyone suffered through, right? But as soon as the mask came off, our business took off. And literally, immediately out of the gate, we started to outpace the market's recovery. And that's when we really started to turn profitable right away in the summer of last fiscal year. I'm sorry, the second question?
Well, can you tell which markets we've got more guests coming from for fiscal year 23 when you have more than 80% of an increase in attendance?
Yeah, well, during the fiscal year, as you know, during COVID, we had nothing but 100% local guests. And as the markets began to open, our attendance mix very closely resembled the mix of attendance coming across the boundaries. And it really was dependent on which markets opened up and which markets had air flight right away. As I think you guys probably already know, that mainland China was the largest group of visitors into Hong Kong, even now as air flights recover. So I think the mix of arrivals was very much skewed towards mainland. But what we're seeing right now is that we are getting more of our share of arrivals into Hong Kong than before, which is why we're outpacing the market, especially from inbound. Southeast Asia is particularly strong.
Can you elaborate a bit more about the Southeast Asian markets? Like the Philippines, right?
Well, again, as you would expect, because of proximity, Southeast Asia is very strong for Hong Kong. It always has been. We have fans all over Southeast Asia, Philippines, Thailand, Singapore, all very strong coming back.
Thank you so much. And we've got questions over there. Middle. 中間後排個女記者，唔該晒。
你好 TVB 嘅，咁有兩條問題啦。咁第一條就係其實而家日本迪士尼都有 M 茶園區啦。咁想問下香港迪士尼未來會點樣去保持呢個新鮮感或者獨特性，去吸引啲遊客再嚟迪士尼咧？同埋第二條問題就係之前樂園有塊2期嘅地啦，咁會唔會想政府去批翻俾迪士尼去做擴張咧？唔該晒。
We've got two questions from TVB. The first one is that right now there is Elsa in Tokyo Disney Resort, that is the Fantasy Springs. Well, what do you think we can do to keep our freshness and uniqueness to attract tourists to the resort? And the second question is the phase 2 site. Do you have plans to talk to the government and get the site for future development?
Well, as you mentioned, Fantasy Springs opened up, and a portion of Fantasy Springs includes a Frozen-themed attraction. Now, I would have to say this. It is a very different Disney experience. Ours is a unique to Hong Kong experience. We were able to get it open first, but it's also the largest, right? And it's extremely immersive and unique in its own way. I actually don't see it as a challenge to Hong Kong Disneyland at all. In fact, I think that if you are a fan of Frozen, you're going to want to see every expression of Frozen that there is. And I think we see that with our Duffy and Friends fans, our Marvel fans, but also just our theme park goers. It really is wonderful to see, I think, which is why I'm so optimistic about the cruise coming to the area, because It's just going to create more Disney fans that will benefit Hong Kong Disneyland. As it relates to the Phase 2 site, one of the things that, as it relates to keeping things fresh, first of all, as I mentioned, we have special events year-round that keep our park brand new for anyone coming for each of those events year-round. And for close proximity guests who visit us quite often, I think it's been proven successful. And so we're going to maintain that strategy. The other thing that we have coming up, of course, is our 20th anniversary, which is going to be a big celebration, the biggest celebration that we've had in over 10 years. And we're going to welcome guests to Hong Kong for their first time and back again. We're not ready to talk about all the great product offerings that we have there for you, but really excited about what that's going to be. The other thing that we have right now is we're in discussions with the shareholders for the continued expansion of our theme park. As you might recall, the government and Disney entered into an agreement, long-term expansion. World of Frozen was one of it. The next one is Marvel. And we're also working with the government on something in between. So when you look at what we have as a product offering as compared to any of our competition, we opened up Moana, Ant-Man and the Wasp, the Castle of Magical Dreams, the Nighttime Spectacular, a daytime show, Frozen. No one in the market has a lineup like that right now, and no one in the market has a lineup like we're going to have with our 20th anniversary and what we're doing through Marvel. So I think we're not only going to be competitive, I think we're going to soar.
Yes, thank you, Michael. 最後兩條問題入㗎。呢度呢位記者嚇。唔該曬。
咁問翻咧就係酒店入住率嗰邊啦，咁而家都話使用率係有達到77%，入住率都係43%。咁隨住舊年都有荷里活酒店嘅重開啦，咁其實有冇預計呢個數字將來會更加好咧？咁同埋就酒店呢方面，第時有冇啲新嘅方向發展，係等呢個數字會嚟緊持續都會繼續改善咁樣？係唔該。
係咪可以睇下你係嚟自邊個財經？有線新聞嘅。係唔該晒。We've got questions from cable TV, and we have seen the hotel utilization at around 77%, and also occupancy at 43%. Do you have plans to, further improve the hotel performance, and what strategies do you have for the hotels?
Well, I think the biggest thing as we look at the fiscal year results is what we had to do during COVID. We only had Hong Kong locals as our market, and staycation was really the only product that we had for that. And we reduced our operating schedules in order to save costs and account for what was happening during COVID, which was tragic. But we ultimately are a hotel that's designed for tourists. We're designed for tourists who want to come to Hong Kong and come to Hong Kong Disneyland and stay in the magic, right? So as soon as tourism started to rebound, we started opening up the hotels every day. We opened up the rooms at the Hollywood Hotel after remodeling. Right now, our hotels are among the most successful hotels in Hong Kong when you look at RevPAR. And I think it's because we offer a different experience. People are coming to Hong Kong Disneyland. As I mentioned, 52%, according to the Tourism Board, of our guests are coming to Hong Kong because of Hong Kong Disneyland. And staying in the hotels is staying in the magic. And so I think all we needed was tourism to come back, and our hotels have done much better.
最後一條問題係呢度。
香港嚟緊嘅，想問下就係頭先即係提到嗰個迪士尼個郵輪啦，即係而家東南亞已經行緊啦。其實香港呢邊即係唔知傾到會唔會傾緊，或者傾到咩細節，或者會唔會有啲咩時間表可以透露下？另外下年係20週年啦，想問可唔可以都透露下即係到時有啲咩嘅活動啊，即係大家可以好期待下咁樣。
Okay. We've got questions from HK01. Basically about the cruise line. Is there any plans to bring it to Hong Kong? And also, if yes, then what's the plan for that? And then the second question is that for the 20th anniversary, can you reveal a little bit more about what will be in store?
Well, we are so excited about the 20th anniversary. It's such a significant milestone for the resort, our cast members, but also, what we have become. I think it's going to be a fantastic celebration of who we are, who Hong Kong is, and what we really mean to tourism and to the people and Disney fans in the region. We will have much more to share at our media event, and I can't wait for you to see it, but it's going to have to remain a surprise until then. I apologize for that. As it relates to the cruise line right now, again, very excited that we have the cruise in this market. The cruise business is growing in the region. While I'm not aware or made available to me the plans for what's happening with the cruise line, I think certainly it's exciting to have a ship in the region.
Thank you so much, Michael. 唔該晒咁多位，今日嘅發佈會就嚟到呢度為止啦。